If you want that chocolate cake that melts in your mouth, I promise you this recipe is it. It's so yummy. It's so delicious. It's very moist. Just try this recipe and you're going to thank me later. Like I wasn't even prepared for how moist this chocolate cake was going to be, but it was super moist. So the first thing you want to do is to sieve your all purpose flour into your bowl. The next thing you want to follow is with your corn flour. So in your country, it might be corn starch, but I think the general name is corn flour. So just sieve that as well into the bowl. Do not forget to check the description box for the ingredient list and measurements. The next thing you want to do is to add your baking powder and baking soda. Please do not forget to level your baking powder and baking soda and then mix up everything together until it is well combined and set aside. If you're coming across the channel for the first time, it's good to have you here. My name is Teresa Metsuka. Do not forget to hit on the subscribe button, turn on your post notification to get notified when I drop new video. In another bowl, you want to combine your vegetable oil and then your cocoa powder. So for the cocoa powder, make sure you're using Dutch cocoa powder. This is going to make your chocolate cake taste so rich. Just going to give it this deep chocolate taste. But you can see your natural cocoa powder, but Dutch cocoa powder is the excellent bet for you to use for this chocolate cake. So the next thing you want to do is to add your salt in here. So the reason why I'm adding my salt in here is that it just makes this taste so chocolatey, like it just intensify the flavor. So you can as well try this hack in your chocolate drinks. Whenever you're taking a chocolate drink, just add a pinch of salt in there and I promise you it's going to taste so chocolatey. So just mix up everything together and then set aside. You can see how very yummy it's looking. So mixing the cocoa powder and the oil will just make your chocolate cake taste more chocolatey. The aroma is going to be different. So make sure to try out this recipe. I promise you is very delicious. So the next thing you want to do is to add in your butter and then add your sugar as well and just mix everything for like 2 minutes until it is combined. If you are my returning viewer, thank you for stopping by. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this delicious recipe. Like I kind of just stop emphasizing on how yummy this chocolate cake is. It's super yummy. It was so moist. So do not forget at interval to scrape the bottom and side of the bowl in order for all the ingredients to mix well. So the next thing we want to do is to add our eggs. So we're making use of 3 eggs. So add your egg one at a time and at each addition mix well. Please be mindful not to over mix your cake batter so that it doesn't affect the final result of your cake. So once you see that your ingredients is mixed, just stop. So do not continue mixing and mixing and mixing. This is going to affect the final result of your cake. So before adding each egg, make sure you check that the egg is not bad. Make sure you check the freshness of the egg before adding to your batter so that you don't end up spoiling your whole batter. So make sure you check for the freshness of each egg before you add it to your batter. So once you're done with the egg, the next thing you want to do is to add in your vanilla extract and they just mix well. This should take in between 10 seconds to 20 seconds. Like I said, please do not over mix your batter as this can actually affect the final results of your cake. So once that is done, the next thing you want to do is to add your dry ingredients. For our dry ingredients, we're adding it in 3 addition and we're alternating with milk and Greek yogurt. So make sure you use Greek yogurt because this is what is going to make your chocolate cake super moist. So not use regular yogurt, use Greek yogurt. And for the Greek yogurt, I made use of unsweetened Greek yogurt. Do not forget to start with the dry ingredient and end with the dry ingredient. Like you saw, the dry ingredient added in three addition and the wet one added in two addition. You could see from the video that I did not over mix my batter. So make sure that you have that in mind. Do not over mix your batter. The next thing you want to do is to add in coffee, hot coffee into your batter. So what the hot coffee is going to just do is to just make your chocolate cake taste more chocolatey. Like when you just without even people seeing your chocolate cake, you just look like wow, everywhere is just smelling of chocolate. That's how the aroma of the home is going to be filled of chocolate. Like make sure that all the ingredients and everything I'm saying in this video that you use it. I promise you, you're going to have the most delicious chocolate cake you've ever tasted. So for my coffee, I added it in two addition. So like I said, just check the description box below for the ingredient list and measurement and follow it. So as you can see for my coffee, I'm using the fold in method to add that into our batter. Add that into your prepared baking pan. As you can see, our batter is runny. Do not be afraid. This is a perfect consistency that you need for your chocolate cake. It's going to turn out so well. So if your batter is runny, do not go and start adding other ingredients. Just follow the recipe I've given to you, and I promise you're going to have the perfect, delicious moist cake. So we are baking this at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. This took about 30 to 40 minutes for the cake to bake properly. So you know your cake is ready when you insert toothpick in the middle and it comes out clean. So you know your cake is ready. So please do not be tempted to check your oven at 10 minutes. Just wait for like 30 minutes before you check if the cake is ready so that you don't affect the temperature of your oven. I promise you, this cake is super duper moist and delicious. So if you want to take your cake game to another level, so after 15 minutes of the cake being out, just wrap it in a clean film and place in the refrigerator. I promise you're going to have super moist cake. So I was going to pair this cake with red velvet cake. So the chocolate cake was supposed to be down and then the red velvet cake was supposed to be up, but because of how moist this cake was, I had to put the chocolate cake up because it would hold the structure of the cake. That's how moist this cake was. I hope you're going to try out this recipe. If you do, please let me know how it turned out for you in the comment section. If you have any question as well, do let me know in the comment section. I'll see you in my next one. Bye for now. Lots of kisses. Ciao.